the tomato meter, the certified Rotten Tomatoes critics meter for D.E. Ironheart, all critics is at 86. And then when you select the top critics, look at that drop, 58%, right down there where the audience rating is. Now, which one do you think is more reliable, chat? The all critics, which features the fucking woke losers who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or the top critics, who are most likely, which was what I would say is more accurate, at 58%. So let's take a look at some of these, shall we? I'm a little bit curious here. Let's zoom in, get a better look. Can you guys see that? Okay. Steezo for Life's here, man. What's up? Glad you could make it. People coming over. You got like a trifecta of the Gatekeepers Alliance. You had Darth Melvin earlier. You got me now. And I believe Star Wars Marvel Purist is going live in about 45 minutes. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, as the president would say. Indeed, that's a great clip. I'm going to have to get that clip for like Shill's React or something. What do you guys think about IGN giving it? You know it's bad when IGN gives it a 5 out of 10. Like anything below a 7 out of 10 from IGN, you know that means that it's terrible. Who is this? Fernanda, I can't even pronounce this. Fernanda Camargo of Common Sense Media. Yeah, not really. I don't think that's common sense, giving D.E. Ironheart a fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. That definitely is not common sense, if you ask me, chat. Definitely is not common sense. A gripping ending to the MCU's phase. Is this the end of Phase 5? Is this series the end of Phase 5, chat? I haven't even heard that. A gripping ending to the MCU's Phase 5. This series has potential to be a turning... Wow. This series has potential to be a turning point for the Marvel original shows. I thought that was Agatha. Didn't they say that about Agatha? Then before that, they said that about Loki season 2. Every show is a turning point. Fantastic Four starts off Phase 6, even though the post-credit scene in Thunderbolts had like the Fantastic Four showing up. Chat saying, yes, this is the end of Phase 5. Interesting. And I didn't even know that, to be honest. I don't know. Guess I'm tuning out. Asia, I can barely pronounce this name. Wenlima of the Nightly, Australia. A likable series with a cracking lead. I don't even know what the fuck that means. It may not rock your world, but you also won't regret time spent in Riri Williams' company. Okay, is there like a language barrier with that review, or is this woman's special needs? I don't even know. That was like very confusing and difficult to read. What is this? Nick of Auto Straddle. Ironheart is everything I love about the MCU when they let themselves have fun. Wow, great review. Great review. Let me just pull up this guy's full review here. Wow, chat. Wow, look, chat. I didn't even know that this was on here. Like, goddamn pop-ups. Hopefully, we don't have that issue again. Look at the title of his actual article, chat. Look at the title of his actual article. Holy shit. Marvel's Ironheart showcases the beauty, depth, and breadth of the Black experience, including queerness. Okay. Any Black people in the chat, is queerness a part of the Black experience? This is the people. These are the people that love this show. I'm sure this is a Slug fan. Here. 4.5 years after Feige first announced the series. Let's see. I gotta get to the queerness, my dude. Where's the I want to hear, come on, man. I want to hear about black queerness. I want to hear about the black queerness in this. She's a literal genius, but feels like everyone around her wants her to be small and shrink her talent to fit this in the status quo. Oh, so she's a victim. She's a victim. Okay, got it. She's tired of being overlooked and disrespected. Sure, she can be a bit cocky. Sure, she can be a criminal, right, chat? Sure, she can get people killed, right, chat? But she's earned it. Riri wants to use her. Hang on, let me zoom in just a bit more so I can look over here. Here we go. That's better. How's that, chat? There we go. There we go. Sure, she can be a bit cocky, but she's earned it. Riri wants to use her genius and iron suits to revolutionize safety and improve first responder response so that help will never be too late. This is the same person who, after a police officer got shot in front of her, just left him there instead of flying him to a hospital herself. Great job, Riri. And great review, by the way, from this idiot. Wow. Did this guy even watch the show? A desire undoubtedly driven by the deaths of her stepdad and best friend. I knew in the first 30 seconds of episode 1 that I would love D.E. Ironheart. And that's down to Dominique Thorne and Lyric Ross's Natalie, which sucks, by the way, performances and chemistry. Yeah, bullshit. I want to hear about the black queerness, bro. Where's the black queerness? I want to hear about it. Is this guy trying to say that Riri and her AI Natalie are like it's sexual? There's like a sexual thing going on with them? I wonder. I love how grounded the show is on the South and how the show is in the community of the South Side of Chicago. Okay, here we go. At this point, you might be wondering, hey, Nick, how gay is this show? Here we go, chat. Here we go, chat. At this point, you might be wondering, hey, Nick, how gay is this show? Well, reader, it's not, what is this? Well, reader, it's not gay. Oh, God, here we go. Slug, the drag queen. Slug, they, them, crime crew Hactor is played by RuPaul's Drag Race alum Shia. I can't pronounce that. And non-binary trans masculine actor Zoe Terex. I don't know who that is, and I don't fucking care. Takes on the role of, and this like crew that they have, this like crew of misfits. They're all fucking terrible, and there's nothing memorable about any of them. I don't remember any of their names outside of the fucking drag queen because it's funny to rip on it. At this point, we don't have confirmation one way or another about Riri's. That's because nobody gives a fuck. At this point, we don't have confirmation one way or another about Riri's sexuality outside of her mother asking if she has a boy or girl in her room. I don't know, Way. How do you expect me to know this shit? They make stuff up every fucking day. It's all mental illness. I don't take the time to learn about how to be mentally ill, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. So for now, my Riri shipping. Oh my gosh. She's shipping Shuri and Riri. The new Black Panther and Riri. He wants to see them fight. He wants some black women action from Shuri and Riri. What a shock. I don't think I could take much more of this guy. What a horrible fucking review. I mean, that might be one of the worst reviews I think I've ever seen for anything ever. How about this one, chat? Brooke Obi from Black Girl Watching. There's a magazine called Black Girl Watching. Oh, yes. Scissor me timbers. Scissor me timbers, chat.
Oh, scissor me timbers.
That's what these people want. Brooke Obi of Black Girl Watching with stunning CGI, talented cat. No. And a compelling story. No. That is so Black Girl and so Chicago. And that's another thing. Like, the portrayal of Black people in this show is like very negative. Like, they're like everybody in the little, like, you know, crew of misfits, they're all non-white and they're all criminals. And we're supposed to empathize with that. It's quite strange, really. And again, like, Riri is like, you know, there's the line in the first episode, I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hurt people. And then people get hurt right in front of her, and then she does nothing to help them. Yeah, they're praising the negative stereotypes. They really are. I believe one line coming up in the shills defend from one of the shills is, I love how Ryan Coogler in the show makes fun of white people. That's a line from one of the shills coming up in the shills defend video on Wednesday. Look forward to that. Imagine if that were the opposite said. Imagine if I said, God, I love how white directors make fun of Black people in movies. Imagine if I said that unironically, chat. Hashtag cancel Mr. Grizzy. And so, well, Ironheart is up there with the best of Marvel shows. No, is this person trans? Was this person born a woman? I can't tell. I don't know. That jawline, the cheekbones and the jawline looks kind of transitional, if you ask me personally. God, what? Look at all these positive reviews. Ironheart left me with strong 50-50 feelings, which means I'm going to give it a fresh rating. I'm here for the cast, the creatives behind it, and the visuals, but the story doesn't energize me. But you're still going to give it a... That's another thing I'm really seeing, is that people think it's mid, but, you know, because we got Avengers Doomsday coming up, we got Fantastic Four coming up, and they all want to get invited to the premieres of these movies. Like, no, it's not the best movie. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't hate it. I'm not toxic. There's a guy praising TikTok for going after Nerdrotic as well. I assume it's Nerdrotic. Did you guys hear about Black TikTok? I've never heard the term Black TikTok. I'm not a big TikTok person, but apparently Black TikTok is going after Nerdrotic for his review of the show. That's hilarious. Maybe Black TikTok will come after me when the shill. I'm gonna have to go extra hard on the shills defend video, chat. Maybe Black TikTok will come after me. This is Eddie Harrison. Ironheart begins dispiritingly, as most MCU fare does, with endless shoehorning of references and precious lore. The MCU can't stop reminding you that you used to be best buddies with them, so it's hard for new characters to feel. How's a 2 out of 5 a fresh rating? You see, this is what I mean. Rotten Tomatoes is rigged. Look, chat. 2 out of 5, and this is a fresh rating somehow. What the fuck? 2 out of 5, that's 40%. Anything shows up as 40% on Rotten Tomatoes, that's a rotten rating. Why is this a fresh rating? Pieces of shit over there at Rotten Tomatoes. It is fucking rigged. And all the news is about the negative review bombing. And here's Rotten Tomatoes going out of its way to try and give it a fresh rating. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, wait, we got that one already. What's this next one? Look at all these. I thought this was a, well, it is 86. What is it? 86 and 58 with the top critics. As we know, with great power comes great responsibility. Shut the fuck up, Ron Ciolo of People of Color Culture. Wow, what a shock coming from them. POC Culture, People of Color Culture. If you expect anything but a positive review from those guys, I don't know what you're smoking. And trying to compare the show to Spider-Man. Fuck you, by the way, for that, idiot. And Dominique Thorne shows how hard it is to shoulder that responsibility with grace and relatability. Yeah, I gotta check this full. I gotta check this full review out real quick, you guys. I gotta check this shit out. Hang on. Let's see here. This carries the torch and burdens Marvel's D.E. Ironheart. Real look at the real world. I'm just skimming to see if there's any interesting segments in this. Rating Pocky, 4 out of 5. Look at that, 4 out of 5. What do you expect from People of Color Culture? Look, we got another one. Geeks of Color. What are the names of these publications? It's like the names of their publications are like they're like patting themselves on the back with the name of their publications. Like the name of their publication is woke. Look at this, 7.5 out of 10. Broken down, Ironheart is made of compassion. No, she isn't. What show did you watch, Rihanna? Come on, not my favorite Rihanna. Personally, I think Rihanna, the real Rihanna, is kind of a babe, if you ask me. But this Rihanna is a fucking idiot. Broken down, D.E. Ironheart is made of compassion. She's a fucking bitch. She's a criminal. She hurts people and doesn't help them. The writing doesn't shy away from tough topics like death and the morality of artificial intelligence. Yeah, Riri Williams doesn't shy away from death or causing it. But it leaves room for ignorance and dissent. This is horrible, horrible. Dominique Thorne brings the waves of intelligence. Let me start over. Dominique Thorne brings waves of intelligence and moving melancholy to a character who could have easily become a rehash. No score. Ironheart points the MCU in an intriguing direction. No, it fucking doesn't. Look at these. Fresh. We got 7 out of 10. They're direct. Ironheart is a worthwhile addition to the MCU. Thorne, Ramos, and Ironheart are excellent. Coogler's handiwork, fucking Ryan, like that's the other thing. You guys heard it already from the shills. Because Ryan Coogler's involved, that means that it's just fan-fucking-tastic. 7 out of 10. 3 out of 5. 7 out of 10. Oh, let's see where we go. Where we leave off. All right, this is where we left off, I think. 3 out of 5. 6 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Just My Opinion. I think I saw this guy somewhere. Does this guy have a YouTube channel? I feel like I saw this guy somewhere. Yes, I saw this. I thought this guy looked familiar. You want to watch a little bit of this, chat? We can watch a little bit of it. Why the fuck not? I mean, this guy's giving it an 8 out of 10. Not as bad as the dude who gave it a 9 out of 10. But let's see here. What do you got for us, dude? I think this guy might be in the shills defend a little bit. I might have clipped something from this guy. Hang on, let me pull up the correct tab here.
Not just Marvel Television, focusing on a Black female protagonist. Are you nervous? Are you scared? To be honest, I was. This is one of the last series that was handled under the Bob Chapek era, who came in and just wanted to produce everything without having a good structure. So I was nervous, but let's talk about it. My name is Brandon Keith Avery, and this is just my opinion.
It's just my opinion, therefore you can't criticize me. You can't criticize my opinion, bruh.
Our sister Chanaka Hodge, this is what she looks like right here.
One of the I got it on the video. One of the shills was like, I didn't like the show. It's not really that good. It's not for me. 6.5 out of 10. I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? You don't like something. You admit, I don't like it. It's not for me. And then you give it a 6.5 out of 10. Like, what the fuck are you? Dude, that's a thumbs up. That is a thumbs up. That's higher than fucking IGN. I don't get I don't get the logic of some of these people.
There is no picture on IMDb, but if you want to gander, again, this is what the sister looks like. But if
it's IMDb. Oh, wait. Are you going to cry about the IMDb rating? Because that's actually accurate.
Much marketing for this show. They didn't release a trailer until not too long ago.
This is another defense I'm hearing. The marketing was bad. That's why nobody's watching. Yeah. The marketing was bad because the show is bad. And Disney Marvel knows this.
Nobody was talking about it. There was just no buzz. It just seemed like the studio wanted to kind of just sweep this under the rug because this was filmed like
because that's exactly what because they do, sir.
Back in 2022, 2023, and I think it's just been sitting on the shelf. I heard rumors that they were ashamed of this because it doesn't fit within the MCU, the direction that they're trying to go now with the Russos and all this.
If they actually introduce Mephisto into this show, it's going to be a huge mistake. Like this show, like you could have did it in WandaVision or even in Agatha. It probably would have made more sense to do it there. But like you're introducing him here, like God, I think that's a horrible idea.
This is just speculation. I don't know if it's true or not. Of course, now that I've seen it, I'm going to tell you. But going in, I was rooting for it. I wanted it to be great. I know that Anthony Ramos and Dominique Thorne, the titular character, was getting a lot of hate online, a bunch of haters, a bunch of racists, just a bunch of stupid people. But I was like, you know what? I like my comment.
I still, chat, to this day, I have still yet to see one tweet, one comment on the trailer, one social media post saying anything bad about Dominique Thorne. I have yet to see, I have not seen one to this day, despite all. This is the third part. You know, we saw the freaking uncensored Isaiah, Isaiah's show, uncensored, even though we're going to censor the word ass. Isaiah show, uncensored. You know, all these racists. He brings up Reva and John Boyega as well, and Disney Star Wars and everything. I don't know. Gary said it and Chris Gore. What were they saying? Some stuff?
Comic book material, my comic book properties, and of course, there's people that look like me. So I'm just going to give it the benefit of the doubt anyway. As far as giving it a chance initially, I'm still going to be honest with my take, with my opinion. So, and also, guys, I knew nothing about the Ironheart comic before watching.
Well, no shit, nobody does because nobody bought it. There we go. All right, there's the first one. Thank you, Real Beef Castle. The first one I've seen. Riri looks like Lil Wayne. There you go. Okay, finally, one. I saw one comment making fun of Dominique Thorne. Good shit, finally. And of course, it's in my chat. Of course it is. All right, I've had enough of this guy. Let's go back. Guy gave it an 8 out of 10. What's this? 3 out of 4. Rooted in lesser-known comic book lore, this series is a focused character study. No, it isn't. This is not a character study. Oh, look at that. The guy above him gave it an 8 out of 10. Jesus Christ. Scrappy, assured, and determined to prove it deserves a place in the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe. A horrible review. What's this one above it? It's got a lot going for it, and it's absolutely one of Marvel's stronger attempts of tackling at tackling street-level superhero stories in streaming services. No, it isn't. It's street level, but they're introducing Mephisto. A show that has its flaws, but doesn't deserve to be cast aside. Well, great review. Great fucking review. All right, let's do a few more. I'm not going to do too many more of these. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 3 out of 5. And by going back to the basics, the series captures the essence of why we fell in love with Marvel stories. These people are fucking delusional. These people are paid. These people are invited to the premiere. It's like I said, these people are trying to get invited to the Fantastic Four premiere and, of course, Doomsday premiere as well. That's why they're giving everything a positive review. From its shocking finale to its interesting direction of blending magic and tech, Ironheart doesn't hold back and will keep audiences wanting more. Not if you look at the ratings. Not if you look at the ratings, and not if you look at the number of views that the shills are getting in their fake reaction videos, because they are incredibly bad. I was just looking at the Soy Boys. First 3 episodes, reactions to episode 1 and 3, the Soy Boys, 15,000 views. 15,000 views on the Soy Boys with like 130,000 subscribers. Not all that great from the Soy Boys. Was this another? Look at this, another 8 out of 10. You won't want to stop hanging out with Riri Williams, and that makes Ironheart one of the must-watch new series of the summer. From fucking Looper. Fucking Looper said that. God, this guy looks like he belongs on some sort of list. I don't know what type of list, but this guy looks like he belongs on a list somewhere. All right, look for the dude in the god damn it. I gotta reload these, god damn it. All right, let's just do I think we got a couple of more. I just saw Rachel Leishman of the Mary Sue down there. I definitely got to check that bitch out. I definitely got to look at that. Look at this one. 5 out of 5 from Cassandra. I almost thought her last name was Fetus. Cassandra, I'm going to call her Cassandra Fetus of Black Girl Nerds. Look at that. 5 out of 5. Perfect. A perfect rating. What? Wow. Okay, let's read this, shall we? Ironheart is compelling, grounded story that gives Riri Williams the introduction and in-depth character exploration she deserves. The series as a whole balance the great pronunciation, great grammar there, sweetheart. The series as a whole balances the whimsy and darkness of magic with the innovation of technology. 5 out of 5. It's always these like publications with a woke name in it as well. Fandom Wire, 8 out of 5. Ridiculous. All right, I got to get to Rachel Leishman of the Mary Sue. This is the chick that got like big triggered by Star Wars theory and had a meltdown all over Twitter. There she is. Ironheart is captivating, emotional, and beautiful, and it is what Riri has always deserved. I'm going to check her full review. I think that's going to be the last one. Dominique Thorne shines in her very own Disney Plus series. What a shock. All right. Where's the woke stuff, Rachel? I know you're going to give us the woke stuff. Where's the woke stuff in your review? Every one of her reviews has the woke stuff. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. DiGiorno, I expect a check for advertising you on my stream. She's a flawed hero, but a good one. She's flawed, bro. She just leaves people to die. That's pretty flawed. She isn't perfect. She's flawed, yet there's still so much to love about her. It's why I loved Riri in the comics and why I think Thorne and D.E. Ironheart Thorne and D.E. Ironheart did such a good job making her a rich and full character to go on this journey with. And with that, I think I'm done. I think I'm done with these fucking paid off reviews.